Welcome to Pixel Football, where, as you can see, we're doing things a little bit differently going forward. For a starter, you can now see me as well as hear me. And today, I'm challenging myself to see if I can remember all of England's Euro 96 squad off the top of my head. Let's see how I get on. Okay, so we've got 22 players to guess. I'm seeing a stripped back version of what you're seeing. So we've just got some blank entries with the club and their position as a bit of a hint. So should we do some obvious ones first? Let's start with my favourite, Tony Adams for Arsenal, who I think was England captain for the tournament. And then let's go with Alan Shearer, who I think was top scorer at Euro 96. I think he was on a barren run for England before the tournament, but Venables kept faith. And then let's go for Gaza, who was playing for Rangers at the time. And his famous dentist chair celebrations. Cheers, Gaza. And then let's go with this one. Seaman in goal, David Seaman. Had some good penalty saves in the tournament, to be fair. And then let's go for Teddy Sheringham playing up front with Alan Shearer, he was at Spurs at the time. I guess we should go for Gareth Southgate. Bless him. Famous for the wrong reasons in Euro 96 with that penalty miss in the semi-finals. But maybe it was the making of him in the end. He actually did really well for England as manager, I think. Let's go with the governor, Paul Ince. There can only be one England player who was playing for Inter Milan around then. Brilliant player for England. Let's get some more of the obvious ones out of the way, because I think it's the less obvious ones which are a bit more interesting. Okay, let's go for Psycho, Stuart Pearce. Exercised some demons at Euro 96 with a couple of good penalties. Banished some memories from the World Cup in 1990. And then let's go with Arsenal midfielder. That's got to be David Platt. Yes. Scorer of my favourite England goal. 1990 World Cup against Belgium. Look it up if you haven't seen it. Okay, so that's the more obvious ones. Who else have we got? Okay, let's go for Steve Stone. He's not obvious, but I remember him being in the Three Lions video with Badil and Skinner. I don't know why he was sent along for it. Okay, let's go with another goalkeeper. Let's go with Blackburn's got to be Tim Flowers. Obviously won the Premier League a couple of years previously. Let's go for Liverpool. It's got to be Steve McManaman. Yes. I was chatting to a friend the other day and we were discussing Steve McManaman. If he was playing in today's game, where would he play on the pitch? He was always used in a more of a 4-4-2 system, I think, back in the day. I don't know where those type of players would fit anymore, and some of the systems that the players play in now, they're so rigid, structured. I just don't know where a player like McManaman would play these days. If he was playing for Liverpool now, I guess he'd have to go in Salah's position. I don't know, you tell me. Put in the comments where you think a player like McManaman would fit in these days in a 4-3-3. Okay, let's go with Gary Neville. Yeah. Played in quite a few of the games. I don't think he started the semi-final. And I think his brother was there as well, Phil. I'm not sure if he played or not, but it's just weird to think, isn't it? You know, just after this tournament, David Beckham scored his famous goal for Man United on the first day of the season after Euro 96 against Wimbledon, and obviously was straight into the England team not long after that. So the class of 92 were already breaking in Euro 96. Okay, see where we're at. Okay, so we need a couple of more forwards. I know Ian Wright obviously wasn't there. We've got Newcastle and Liverpool, so one's got to be Robbie Fowler, great striker. Newcastle forward, that can't be Andy Cole, because I think he'd already gone to Man United. It's got to be Les Ferdinand, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we've got some less obvious picks left. Where should I go? Tottenham midfielder, Darren Anderton. Yeah, he's a really good player for England, actually. And then let's go to another Spurs. There's quite a lot of Spurs players in this squad. Let's go for another goalkeeper. It's got to be Ian Walker. Yeah. What happened to Ian Walker? Let's have a quick look. Ian Walker. Right, here we go. He's goalkeeping coach of Chinese Super League side Shanghai SIPG. There you go. I totally forgot he's the son of Mike Walker. I completely forgot that. Mike Walker managed Norwich in the 90s. Walker attended Great Cornered Upper School. He and his former Page 3 wife Susie lived in a mock Tudor mansion in Cobham, as featured on MTV Cribs. Anyway, back to it. Okay, so we've got 4 left. I guess let's go with Liverpool. Other Liverpool midfielders got to be Jamie Redknapp. I can't remember anything Jamie Redknapp ever did playing for an England shirt, to be honest, apart from doing the kind of shot for England where René Higuita did his famous scorpion kick. Any excuse to bring up Higuita's name, legend. Apart from that, I can't remember anything he did for England, Jamie Redknapp. I'm sure he did. Remind me if I'm missing anything obvious in the comments. Okay, 3 players left. Let's go. Tottenham defender. It's got to be Sol Campbell. Yeah, Sol Campbell playing for Spurs back then, of course, before he crossed the dark side of Arsenal. So we've got 2 players left. Nothing's coming to mind for the Newcastle defender at the moment. So I'm going to go to the Middlesbrough midfielder. That's got to be Nicky Barmby. Yep. He played for loads of clubs, didn't he, in the Premier League? Barmby. Middlesbrough, Spurs, Liverpool, Hull. Is that 4? He's probably played for a couple more. I can't remember now. 1 left. Who the hell played for Newcastle and was in the England squad? There must have been quite a few players who missed out. No Martin Keown. No. I think Aston Villa did quite well this season. Obviously, Southgate was there. But I'm pretty sure Ugu Ekiog played really well on the season before Euro 96. And obviously, there's no more United defenders in there. Newcastle. Defender. God, it's going to really annoy me when I find out this answer. Help me along, folks. Put in the comments who you think it is, because I am struggling. I'll give myself a couple more minutes. Have another drink. It's funny with this England squad. This is the first tournament that I watched England in. And I was quite fairly young at the time. Weirdly, I remember this squad more than some of the squads afterwards. You know, in France 98, Euros in 2000 and onwards. I remember this squad more. I don't know why, even though I was younger. I think there was just something about this time. I guess maybe because it was a home tournament. And yeah, the mid-90s was a bit of a golden age, Britpop, all that. And it all kind of synced in together. Oh, I'm going to have to give up, I think. I'll be here all day. Okay, give up. Steve Howie. Fucking Steve Howie. Completely forgot about Steve Howie. I don't remember him being there at all. You play? Yeah, so he was at Newcastle between 89 and 2000. Wow, that's a good old stint. Earned 4 caps for England. Called up to the England squad for Euro 96. Unused substitute in the first match against Switzerland, but was not fit enough to be on the team sheet for the remaining 4 matches. And was never called up to the full squad again. Maybe that's why I can't remember him. Okay, so we go. Steve Howie, need to remember that one. So that is the 22 players for Euro 96. What a squad. Brilliant players in there. Great characters. We had about 6 captains in that squad. Shearer, Platt, Ince, Southgate, Adams, Pearce. Brilliant players, brilliant team, brilliant squad. There we go. Cheers for watching Pixel Football. You can help support the channel by liking the video or dropping us a comment to tell us what you think and subscribing. See you next time.